Hi, it's the Tech Diva here, and it's the first snow of the season, which makes an awesome backdrop for my topic today, which is about simple and traditional web design versus flashy and fancy web design, and why you might want to go with a more traditional layout, more traditional design on your website versus the fancy and flashy ones. So why would you want to go with the simple and traditional style of landing page? Well, it's because whenever people land on a website, if they have to think about where to find the information they're looking for, they're likely going to click off. Because we make a decision within the first few milliseconds when we land on a web page whether we're going to stay there, if it has the information we want, and if we're interested, we make that decision so quickly that if it's hard for us to find the information we want, if it's super fancy and like the navigation bar is hidden, or it doesn't appear until you roll over something, or there's flashy like slideshows of photos popping on our way, all of that gets distracting and we kind of can't find what we're looking for, so we click off immediately. It also slows down the download speed. So Google now factors in the download speed of your web pages whenever they're looking at your search engine optimization and how optimized your site is for searchers, right? So if your page takes a long time to download due to lots of flashy photos, due to animations, due to slideshows, that's going to slow down the load time of your page, and Google's actually going to rank you less than someone who has a very fast site that might be your competitor for a certain keyword. So it slows down your site and it distracts people from being able to find the information they want. So that keeps them from really wanting to go into your site if they can't figure out how to navigate it because you have some sort of weird design that's non-traditional and looks different than what they're used to, than what we're used to as users on the internet. So am I saying you should take a traditional boring design and just use what everybody else has just because that's what we're used to? Not necessarily. I'm a web designer of 10 years. I don't want you to be building a website that is something you're not proud of, but at the same time there's a way to design it that's more traditional. You might have your navigation in a certain area, you might have it nice and clean with some white space, you might have only static images and not transitional slideshows and flashy animations, you might have a very clean area without like tons and tons of columns and areas of distraction, but just lay it out in a more clean, precise design that has the elements in the traditional places that we're used to seeing them, like the navigation bar, the content area, the header and the logo area. If you just use that as a baseline for your design, or when you're working with your web designer, you'll come up with a design that most of your audience is going to know how to navigate quickly. So therefore their experience is going to be one where they get what they want, when they want it, and they can focus on your content rather than how to find something and then get irritated and click off. So I hope that helps. A really good way, as a tip, if you're working with a web designer or you're designing your own site and you're looking for a website theme, for instance, if you're designing a WordPress site, or if you're working with your web designer, look around at your competitors' sites as well as just other sites out there and look at the ones that you like, the ones that you think are good designs, and the ones that are not exciting for you, and the ones that are distracting for you to click through. And really look at why you like the site and the design versus the ones that you're frustrated with, why you actually don't enjoy those. And when you go to your web designer with 3 sites that you like and 3 sites that you don't like, you're really helping them to get a sense of how you like to present your information and what really appeals to you, and you're also getting a sense about how you experience websites and what really works for you, so you know how to design it for your audience. I always ask our clients, what are 3 example sites that they like and 3 examples that they don't like whenever I'm starting to work with them. So it's a really great tip if you're working with your web designer or your web team to really understand the psychology of how to design a site in a way that really everyone benefits. For more videos like this, hit subscribe on my YouTube channel or go to my website at techdivamedia.com and get my download to learn how to drive traffic and sales to your website. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.